Hi everyone, or good evening for me. Well, this is a combination of things really. A hiddledy-piddledy Hodge Podge. I have managed to film outside my bedroom window. So Jim, if you hang on till the end, I'll try and fit it in at the end. That's if I can do anything like that. And if I can't, guess who I'm going to call? Now, yes, the hiddledy-piddledy podge things. First of all, I was going to do for Kayla, I was going to answer her some questions. And then I looked at the email properly, and you'll understand why I say properly in a minute. And it had 58 questions. Now, I know you, and I know me, and I go on long enough as it is. But 58 questions. So, I went down the ones which I could say yes, no, 3 bags full. I decided I would do, well, it's 10, but it's not really, it's just 2. 5 bad things about ourselves. Now, believe it or not, I found that very hard. Now, no, that isn't because I have no bad things. I think it's because when I got to about 38, 39, I suddenly decided I wasn't that bad after all. And all the hitty-pitty horrible things I'd gone through in life were worth it because they'd made me, and I was all right. So when I had to think about this, I found it difficult. It's like Kez when she said, do the one about where would you like, if there was a place you wanted to be, if you could go back in time. Well, I suppose the only thing I'd wish for was, with the knowledge that I have now about me, I could go back to just one instant. There's one girl who fell out with me years ago, and I wish she never had. And I tried to be friends with her, but she wouldn't be. And I just wish maybe with the knowledge I had now, I could make her be friends with me. But that was years ago, so I have to let it go. So, I thought I'd do the things, 5 things I don't like about myself. And I thought, well, the first one, I suppose, I scan emails very quickly with my eyes. You know the way you get an email and you look at it and you think, oh yes, 5 bags full. And then when you settle down later, when you've got time to look at them, and you realise that there were 25 bags empty and only 5 bags full. And I do not read them properly. And I get totally the wrong end of the stick before I get the right end. The second thing, I suppose, contradicts everything I've ever said about myself, but I believe everything everybody tells me. No matter what you tell me, I'll believe it. It's only when Kez says, Mum, don't believe everything everybody tells you, that I begin to think, oh, well, why not? So, it's the way I am. Number 3, I stretch myself too far. I try and write this, I try and write that, and I try and do this video, and then I try and keep on with another thing which I'm involved in, and I never get to read anymore. and things like that. I stretch myself too far. Number 4, and only one person really knows about this, is I open my mouth before I'm invited to do so. And I have been known to pass an opinion, or in my favourite person's word, feedback, before it is requested. And only she will read that and she'll know what I mean. And then number 5, I am so untidy. Now you think, how can a disabled person be untidy? The only thing I have is here, right? In front of me and on my bed. Now my daughter bought me a new bed a few weeks ago, and it's a king size bed. So that means you've got more space to mess about. And I start off and I'm really tidy. I'll have a box on the wall, and I'll have my favourite books, you know, my dictionaries are over there at the moment, my thesaurus, things like that, and of course my Bibles. And then I have to have papers. I love papers. But I'm not going to turn the camera behind me, but I'm in a mess. And then another question, which is very quick. She said, 5 words to describe yourself. I invite you to say 5 words to describe me. I came up with fat, small. I used to be 5'8", 7 or 8, and I'm going smaller and smaller and smaller when I walk. I'm fine when I'm sat up. My little granddaughter says that she's bigger than me, taller than me. She's only just turned 6. But as I'm walking to get into the chair, I'm going smaller, smaller, smaller. So yes, I am fat, but I am small. I'm disabled. Sorry, that's the obvious one. I'm loving, because I do love you. I love everybody. And I'm a Christian. So those were easy ones. Now, just to finish off, yes, I've come to the end already. Just to finish off, the bit which says I'm Christian. A number of people recently have asked me to pray for certain things. Certain people, certain, things. I can't tell you what, because they're private, aren't they? And I've said, yes, I will. And yes, I do. But I also forget. So, I have bought a little book. Well, it's a big book, actually. And I have put the word, I don't know if it will come up, prayer requests. And I won't put this too close. But what I do, I write who I'm praying for, and then I write the prayer. And then every night, or any other time, number of times, I can say, Lord, can I lift to you all the people which are in this book? So you get prayed for at the time. I write it out, what I'm praying for, the condition that I'm praying for. But then also he gets the book in his face as well. So I am going to do another video, which maybe isn't as pleasant, if this one's been pleasant. Somebody's asked me to do a video, so I'm going to do it in a moment too. So that's me. I found it. I found it. So that's me with my clicky bar, and I'm out of here. But I love you all very much. Okay. Be in touch. Bye. Right, Jim love. There's the house across the road from me. Now that's the view I have all the time. See those hills up there? Field? That's what I look at. I avoid the houses. It's not particularly nice view looking at the houses. So where do my eyes go? Up into the hills, from whence my help comes. Alright, my darling, I'm going to tag this on to my video today.